Hi, and welcome back. And welcome if you're new. I'm putting another layer on my piece for the 99 Pieces show at Access Gallery here in Denver, Colorado. Access is a art center for disabled artists and a place I absolutely love. And this is their annual fundraiser. So, my goal today, this is all dry, obviously I just wiped it. And what I want to do, I've been looking at, I also turned it, I've been working on it from this direction, and I turned it this way. The board comes with holes, so I can either go this way or this way. And for now, I'm going to work on it from this angle. I kind of like it. Usually my paintings, abstract paintings, kind of turn and rotate as I work on them. Very rarely is there a specific direction to them that I start with and stick with the whole time. Alright, so what I want to do, I'm using a lot of alizarin crimson, vermilion red, Chinese lake orange, a couple different purple tones to get these dark tones. And this is also on a masonite panel, which is a little different painting experience for me. But I like it. It has a different effect than the canvas that I usually paint on. So I want to I'm using alizarin crimson glaze, and I just want to kind of develop these darker shades a bit. So it's a partial glaze, it's not a full glaze. I don't want to go over the yellow and green lines I've been putting in too much. It's alright if it goes over a bit. My plan is to come in as usual with rags and solvent and clean it up after I've put this glaze on. A little blending brush. Again, because it's oil paint, I can move it around and thin it out, blend it. Okay, so I have this alizarin crimson glaze selectively on this area, kind of working around some of the bright areas I want to keep. And now I'm just taking a slightly crumpled dryish rag. Now because I blended it, I'm not going to end up taking a lot off. So it's really just kind of helping blend it more. I'm not getting a lot of subtle texture because I blended it rather than leaving it really wet. But what I do want to do is take a bit of solvent and clean up some of these areas a little bit. And because this glaze is all wet, I'm going to use this opportunity to do a bit of spattering, which is kind of fun, though it can make a mess. So the wet glaze is in this area. I really like this lighter background, so I've been leaving it with each coat. So all I'm doing is I'm taking actually some dirty paint thinner on a clean brush, though you can use one with the pink colors too, and using another clean dry brush and just spattering very lightly onto the surface. It does tend to go everywhere on your hands, everything else, so be forewarned. But that's now sitting on the surface. And so what I'm going to do is very gently roll the rag across this area. And where the wet dots are of solvent, this is sometimes easier if you do it flat on a table, but where the wet solvent was, it's picked off the alizarin crimson. It also gets all over your hands when you start doing this. So very subtle, but there's some very fine little detailed dots in this that just add some texture to it that I really like. Okay, I think I'm going to stop for a bit. I have, as you can see, all this yellow and green has been kind of overrun with the alizarin crimson with all these steps, which I like. It's fine. Because one of the very last details will be to bring all these foreground viney, leafy types of things to pop forward. But I think probably I'm just going to leave this coat to dry because it's all covered in this pink. So if I try to come in and do any orange or anything like that, it's just going to blend it all together. Though I am noticing it's important at this stage too to keep track of areas that you don't want to lose definition in, that you liked. So that's something I'm checking here before I walk away, and just confirming that all these sweet spots that I've been painstakingly protecting, that I haven't accidentally covered them up. So it's just kind of a double check. I think it looks pretty good. It's getting a little muddy over here, but again, in the next coats, I'll bring all this back up again. So it's that, as I've said in other videos, emergent process of applying and removing and going back and forth in relationship with the painting itself. Yeah, I think I need to leave this for a bit and give it a good stare.